Hello, Sairam students. Okay, now in the last class, we did revision of chapter 2. So today we'll be continuing with the revision of chapter 3, that is factors and multiples. Okay, now first thing is you should know what is a factor. Yes, now what is a factor? Factor is a smaller number that divides the given number completely without leaving any remainder. Now example I have given here, that is on dividing 86. Now 86 is easily divisible by the number 2. When we divide 86 by 2, you get the remainder as 0. So we can say that 2 is a factor of 86. And also the quotient obtained is 43. So 43 also becomes a factor of 86. That means 86 is divisible by 43 also. Now coming to the next, that is what is a multiple. Now multiple of a number is the number multiplied by any counting number. Now for example, if I want the multiples of 9, that is 9 ones are 9, 18, 27, 36 and so on. So 9, 18, 27 and 36, these are called the multiples of 9. Now let us take a quick recap of the properties of factors and multiples, which we have already done. Now the first property of factor is that the smallest factor of every number is 1. All these points you have to revise and keep it in mind. Now the first thing is that is the smallest factor of every number is 1. And the second property of a factor is every number is a factor of itself and it is the greatest factor of that number. Okay. And the third property tells us that a number can have only a limited number of factors. Suppose if I take a number 86, it can be divided only by a few numbers. Okay, so we can say that a number can have only a limited number of factors. Factors of a number are always smaller than or equal to the number. So the number itself is the greatest factor. So the other factors, that is other factors of number, are always smaller than or equal to that number. Now let us see the properties of multiples. Now every number is a multiple of itself. A number has unlimited multiples. Suppose for the example I have taken now, the multiple of 9. It can go on 9, 9 2s are 18, 9 3s are 27, then 36, 9 5s are 45. So the multiples, it will go on. It has got unlimited multiples. A number has unlimited multiples. Every number is a multiple of 1. The multiples of a number are either greater than or equal to the number. Suppose if I take the multiple of 9, all the multiples of 9 will be greater than the number 9 or equal to that number. It will not be smaller than the number. Every multiple of a number is exactly divisible by that number itself. Okay. Now we also learned about the two types of numbers, that is prime and composite numbers. Now what are prime numbers? Prime numbers, prime numbers have only two factors, that is 1 and itself. It cannot be divided exactly by any other number other than the number 1 and itself. For example 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. All these numbers can be divided only by the number itself. It cannot be divided by any other number. Whereas composite numbers, it has got more than two factors. Suppose if I take the number 4, it will have more than two factors. That is the number itself 4, 1 and 2 2s are 4. It can be divided exactly by its factors. For example 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. All these numbers are called as composite numbers. Now we have also learned about factorization. Now what is factorization? Factorization means writing a number as a product of its factors. And we learned factorization by two methods, that is prime factorization and the division method, correct? So what is prime factorization? Is writing a composite number has a product of its factors that are prime numbers. Okay, in prime factorization we will take only the prime numbers like 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay. Yes. Now children, we have learned about the test of divisibility, that is to find out how a number is divisible by the other number. Suppose if you want to know whether a number is divisible by 2 or 3 or 4, how will you make out? So divisibility by 2, we have to see that a number is divisible by 2 if it is an even number. That means in the ones place, if you have the number as 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. At the same time, a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Suppose if I take 5, that is 54. So 5 plus 4, that is 9. That means the number is divisible, the number 54 is divisible by 3. Same way to test whether a number is divisible by 4. A number is divisible by 4 if the last two digits are either 0 or the number formed by them is divisible by 4. Divisibility 5, that is you have to see if the digit in the ones place is 0 or 5. To check whether a number is divisible by 6, it should be divisible by 2 and 3. If a number is divisible by 2 and 3, that means that particular number is also divisible by 6. Now to check the divisibility by 8, if the last three digits are either 0 or the number formed by them, that is the last three digits, is divisible by 8. A number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. And a number to be divisible by 10, the digit at the ones place should be 0. And to check if a number is divisible by 11, we have to find the difference between the sum of the digits at the even place and the sum of the digits at the odd place. And when you find the difference, if it is 0 and if the number is divisible by 11, that means that particular number is divisible by 11. Yes. So all these things you should know to find out whether a number is divisible by other numbers. Now we have also learned about the co-prime numbers. Now what are co-prime numbers? Co-prime, two numbers are said to be co-prime if the only common factor between them is 1. If it does not have any other factor other than 1, that means such numbers are called as co-prime numbers. For example, 21 and 32. Here you can see that the factors of 21 are 3 and 7, whereas the factors of 32 are 2, only 2, that is 5 times 2. Correct? So there is no common factor between the number 21 and 32 except the number 1. So such numbers are called as co-prime numbers. We have learned how to find the highest common factor, which is also known as the greatest common divisor. Yes. Now what is HCF? HCF means the highest common factor or the greatest common divisor of two numbers is defined as the greatest number that exactly divides all the given numbers without leaving a remainder. That is, we have learned to find the HCF of two or more numbers by two methods, that is prime factorization method and long division method. Let us take a quick look of how to find the HCF of a number by prime factorization as well as by a long division method. Now, here is an example to find the HCF of 24, 36 and 42 using prime factorization method. Now see, the first thing is we will find the prime factors of the number 24. So we'll take the prime numbers. We'll start with the prime number 2. Now 24 is divisible by 2. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So like that we will find all the prime factors of 24. We'll find the prime factors of the number 36 and we'll find the prime factors of the number 42. Of these, we will find the common prime factors. Now, common prime factors means in all the three numbers. Now, see here, you can see the number 2 is common in all the three numbers. And here, the number 3 is common in all the three numbers. So, your HCF is 2 multiplied by 3, that is 6. So, the highest common factor of 24, 36 and 42 is 6. Okay, this is called as prime factorization method, where we first find the prime factors of all the numbers. Now coming to the division method to find HCF by long division method. Now suppose if you have any two numbers, the bigger number will become your dividend and the smaller number will become your divisor here. We have to find the HCF of 36 and 170. Now when you go on dividing it, the remainder will become the new divisor and the first divisor will become your new dividend. Same way you go on dividing it. In the last divisor, when you get the remainder as 0, the last divisor becomes your HCF, that is the number 2. Correct? So the HCF of 36 and 170 is 2. Okay, so you go on dividing it till you get the remainder 0. This method is called as the long division method to find the HCF. Now in chapter 3 we have also learned to find the LCM. Now what is LCM? LCM is also called as the least common multiple. Now LCM of two or more numbers is the smallest or least common multiple of the given numbers, which is divisible by each of the numbers. Now here is an example given. Find the LCM of 8 and 12. Now first we will write all the multiples of 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16, 8 threes are 24, 8 fours are 32, 8 fives are 40, 48, same way and go on. You will have unlimited number of multiples. Same way we will write the multiples of 12, 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72 and so on. Now from these multiples, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to find the common multiples. Now here you can see the number 24 is common in both the numbers. 48 is common in both the numbers. 72 is common. Many more you will get. But here out of this, which is the smallest common multiple? That is the number 24. So your LCM of 8 and 12 is the number 24. Okay, let us learn how to find the LCM by two methods, that is prime factorization and division method. The first one is LCM by prime factorization method. Here you have to find the LCM of 64 and 42 by prime factorization. Now the first thing what we will do is we will find the prime factors same way as how we did for finding the HCF. So 64 is divisible by 2. So we will take all the prime factors of the number 64 and then we will take all the prime factors for the number 42. In the step 2 we will group the common factors. In 64 and 42 we have got one common factor, that is the number 2. So we will multiply the common factors and rest all the remaining factors we will multiply to find the LCM. Now when we multiply all the prime factors, we will get the answer for the LCM, that is of 64 and 42. So this is how we find the LCM by prime factorization. In HCF we have to just multiply the common factors, whereas to find the LCM we have to multiply the common factor as well as all the other remaining prime factors. Now LCM by division method. Yes. Now we have to find the LCM of 16 and 36. Here we will take the number together. The first thing what we will do is, now 16 and 36, both the number is divisible by 2. So we will divide this. 2 8s are 16, 2 18s are 36. 2 4s are 8, 2 9s are 18. Now here the number 4 is divisible by 2, but the number 9 is not. So we will write the number 9 as it is. So 2 2s are 4, and 9 will remain as it is. 2 ones are 2. Now again 9 will remain as it is. Now the number 9 is divisible by the prime number, that is 3. So 3, this one will remain as it is. 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. So we have to continue the division till all the numbers are reduced to 1. After that, to find the LCM, we will multiply all the prime factors to get the LCM. So when we multiply all the prime factors, we'll get the LCM, that is 144. So the LCM of 16 and 36 is 144. Now we have also learned the relation between the HCF and LCM of two numbers. Now here, the product of two numbers, HCF, when we multiply the HCF and LCM, it is equal to the product of two numbers. You can see the example here. 4 6 is 24. Same way, if we multiply the HCF 2 and 12 LCM, we'll get the answer as 24. So HCF into LCM is equal to the product of two numbers. Now to find the HCF, product of two numbers will be divided by LCM, and to find the LCM, product of the two numbers will be divided by HCF. Same way, if the second number is given and you have to find the first number, HCF into LCM divided by second number, and if you have to find the second number and if the first number is given, HCF into LCM divided by the first number. Now based on this, let us solve some sums. The first one is choose the correct option. So the first question here is, a number has dash multiples. Okay, is it limited, unlimited or 2? So if I give you a number 3, if I say find the multiples of 3, you will have unlimited multiples. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 15 and so on. It will go on till you go on multiplying. So the answer for here is a number has unlimited multiples. Okay. Now the second question is, a dash number has more than 2 factors. Is it a prime number, mixed number or a composite number? So we already learned that a prime number is divisible, has got only 2 factors, that is the number itself and 1. So here your answer is composite number. That is, a composite number has more than 2 factors. Now coming to the third question, dash means writing a number as a product of its factors. Is it factorization, addition or division? So when we write a number as a product of its factors, it is called as factorization. So here your answer is A1. So let us see why. A number has unlimited multiples, a composite number has more than 2 factors, and factorization means writing a number as a product of its factors. Coming to the fourth question, the HCF of a pair of co-prime numbers is always dash. Okay, so what are co-prime numbers? Co-prime numbers are those numbers where it has got the factor as 1. So here the HCF of a pair of co-prime numbers is always, what is your answer? Your answer is 1. Coming to the fifth one, 54 is divisible by 2, 3, 6 or all of this. Now 54 is divisible by 2. Why? Because the number in the ones place is 4. It is divisible by 3. Why? Because 5 plus 4 is 9. So 9 is a multiple of 3. It is also divisible by 6 because 6 9s are 54. So your answer should be all of this. Okay. Now coming to the second question. You have to check whether the statement is true or false and click the correct option. So here you have to read the statement carefully. Okay. To click whether your statement is true or false. So the first question here is, a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Here your answer is false. Why? Because a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. So your answer is false. So you have to read the test of divisibility carefully. Now odd numbers are always divisible by 3. Yes, is it correct? No, it is false. It is not necessary that odd numbers are always divisible by 3. So both the statements are false. Okay. Now coming to the third statement. The smallest even prime number is 2. Yes, your statement is correct. Why? Because 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. So the smallest even prime number is 2. So your statement is true. Now the fourth statement. HCF of 2 and 3 is 1. Yes, the factors of 2 and 3, that is HCF. When you find the HCF of 2 and 3 is 1. So when you have the HCF of any two numbers as 1, they are called as what type of numbers? Co-prime numbers. So here the HCF of 2 and 3 is 1. So your statement is true. Coming to the fifth one, 68,795 is divisible by 2. So according to the test of divisibility, a number is divisible by 2 only if the number in the ones place is 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. Here in the ones place the number is 5. So it is divisible by 5 and not by 2. So your statement is false. Okay. So the third one is true. Fourth one is also true. The fifth one is false. Now coming to the next question. Solve the following problems in your book and tick the correct option. Now children, in the exam also you will be having such kind of sums where it will be said that solve the following problems in your book. That is, you have to keep your rough book ready for solving the problems, and then after solving it you have to tick the correct option. Without solving, if you tick, you are bound to make mistakes. Your answers will be wrong. So solve the problems first in your book and then tick the correct option. So the first sum here for you is HCF of 45, 80 and 105 using prime factorization method. So here let us solve this first and find which is the correct answer. Okay. Now I'll find the HCF I'll find the prime factors of HCF, that is for the number 45. Now here in the ones place it is 5. So the number is divisible by 5. 5 nines are 45. 9 is divisible by 3. So 3 threes are 9 and 3 ones are 3. Now let us take the next number. Okay, the number 80. Yes. Now here the number in the ones place is 0. So it is easily divisible by 2. 2 fours are 8. 0. 2 twos are 4 and then 0. Again 20 is divisible. 10. 2 fives are is 10. And 5 ones are is 5. Okay. Coming to the next number, that is 105. Okay, we'll write the number 105. Again here in the ones place it is 5. So it is divisible by 5. 5 twos are 10. 5 ones are 5. 21 is divisible by 3. 3 sevens are 21. Now 7 is a prime number. So it is divisible only by the number itself. Now out of these prime factors, of all the prime factors, now what will you have to do? You will have to find the common prime factors. Now here 5 is common, 5 is common and 5 is common. Is there any other common factor, children? Here 3, but in the second number 3 is not there. Here 3 is there, so will not take. So what is your HCF? So HCF of 45, 80 and 105 is the number. Your answer is 5. Okay, so here the answer for HCF 45, 80 and 105 is the answer 5. Okay. Now coming to the next sum. Three strings of length 72 centimeter, 144 centimeter and 216 centimeter are to be cut into equal lengths. What is the greatest possible length of each piece? Now here you have to cut it into smaller parts, and here the word greatest also tells us that you have to find the HCF. It is a HCF kind of problem. Now let us first find the HCF of the number 72, 84, sorry, for the number 70, 144 and 216. Okay, first let us draw the lines to find the prime factors of all the numbers. Okay, now let me write the numbers. First number is 72. Now the number 2, 72, 2 is in ones place, so it is divisible by 2. 2 3s are 6, 2 6s are 12, 36 again divisible by 2, 8s are 16, 2 9s are 18, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. Okay, now here again, now let us find the HCF, that is the prime factors for the number 144. So 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4, again 2 3s are 6, the same numbers. 36 divisible by 2, 2 8s are 16, 2 9s are, 3 3s are and 3 1s are. Now let us find the prime factors for the number 216. Here 2, 108, it is not divisible, 1 is not divisible by 2, so you'll put 0. So 16 you'll take, 2 8s are 16, 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14, 27 is divisible by 3 9s are 3. Yes, so we have found all the prime factors of all the three numbers. Now next what we have to do is, first we will find the common factor. So here 2 is common, 2 is common, 2 is common. So write the number 2. Now here again 2 is common, 2 is common, 2 is common. So write the number 2. Here again 2 is common in all the three numbers. So multiplied by 2. Now which are the numbers? 3. Let us see whether 3 is common here. Yes, 3 and 3. So multiplied by 3, 3, 3 and 3. Now which are the remaining? We have to find the HCF. So only the common factors we will take. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24 and 24 into 3 is 72. So which is your correct option? Your correct option is, the answer is A1. So A1 is your answer. Okay children. So you have to solve it and then take the correct option. Coming to the third sum. The LCM of 60, 90 and 120 using division method is. Here you have to use the division method of 60, 90 and 120. So what we will do is, we will write 60, 90 and 120 together. Yes. And now this number is divisible by 2. Yes. 2 4s are 8. 2 5s are, 2 6s are 12, 0. Now again this 30 and 60 is divisible by 2. 45 will write as it is 30. Now here 30 is divisible by 2. So 15 we will write as it is. 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are. Now 15, 45 and 15 is divisible by 5 3s are, 5 9s are, 5 3s are. Again 3 and 9 is divisible by 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are again 3. So we will divide it till all the numbers are reduced to 1. 3 ones are 3. Now you have to find the LCM. To find the LCM, you will multiply all the prime factors. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 5s are is 40. 40 into 3 is 120, and 120 into 3 is 360. So your answer, or you can say the LCM of 60, 90 and 120 is 360. So your option is the C1. Okay. Coming to the next one. Yes. The LCM of two numbers is 96 and their HCF is 16. If one of the number is 32, the other number is. Now here you have to find the second number. One number is given. The first number is 32. So you have to find the second number. Now to find the second number, what will you do? That is 96 into 16, the product of two numbers, divided by the first number. Yes, the LCM of 96 and the LCM of two numbers is 96 and their HCF is 16. So to find the second number, HCF into LCM divided by the first number, that is the number 32. Okay, so HCF into LCM, that is LCM is 96 and HCF is 16. So 96 into 16 divided by 32. When you divide, either you can divide these two numbers and then divide it by 32, or you can use a cancellation method here. That is, this number is divisible by 16 ones are 16, 16 twos are 32, and then you can use this cancellation method. Your answer is 48. And if you multiply these two numbers, 96 into 16, you will get the answer as 1536. You can divide it by 32. You will get the same answer, that is, answer is 48. Anyways, you can do. So your correct option is the B1. Now coming to the last sum. HCF of 36 and 150 is 6. You have to find the LCM. Now to find the LCM, your formula is LCM is equal to product of two numbers. Yes, now product of two numbers means you will multiply 36 and 150. So 36 into 150, and what is your HCF? Divided by 6. You can use this cancellation method here. 6 ones are 6, 6 6 are 36. 36 is easily divisible by 6. Now 150 into 6, when you multiply the two numbers, you will get the answer as 900. Okay, so your correct option is A1. Yes, children. So in the same way, you will solve all the sums and then tick the correct options. So prepare well for your exam. So meet you in the next class and do well in your exam. Till then, thank you for the day. Bye bye.